If you want to see more detailed as to what's in each sector, what you can do is you can drag the industry here. Now you see basic materials, you got a bunch of different subsectors or industries under each one of them. For example, if you go under technology, you got software programming, which is 4% of S&P 500. You got computer hardware, that's 4.1%. So you want to know, okay, why is this computer hardware so big? So you might want to actually pick the symbol. Actually, to the name, it might be easier. Drag it there. We see it's really Apple is most of this. Okay, we can get rid of this stuff. Alright, so now we might want to save it as an Excel sheet. Okay, so now the next thing we might want to do is we might want to actually get some prices. So easiest way to do that is use this add-in here, and if you install it, click this and then go in here, add-ins, click this button, and then find the XLA file that you just did. So once you have that, you'll have a little download here. And what it does is it downloads the most recent prices from Yahoo. So say we select these, we go get bulk download, select the tickers. Let's say we want just this year. And we want daily data. Now it's really important to get this adjusted close. So this what it does is it adjusts the price for dividends. If you want to do any type of predicting, stock predicting, price predicting, you need to take the dividends out of the price because you get them paid. So you can't use open or close basically. And Yahoo Finance is pretty much the only place that gives you a historical adjusted close. Alright, you click download. And I think the problem is this guy here. I have to put it here. Then I just downloaded all of this stuff. And you'll see here it downloads the adjusted close. And you can plot it, you can see what this stock has been doing. It's been going up. Alright. Okay, so now the next thing is you want to format this data into a format that's editable by SQL Server. And this is pretty much the same thing that the map does in a MapReduce framework. What you need is you need an ID for each data set, right? So you need for each row, you need an ID, and you can create the composite ID. It's easiest to use the ticker and the date to create the composite ID, and then you put the price as the value. So that's fine for now. You need also, if you want to do risk-based stuff, you need the beta as well of every position. So what you actually end up doing is these things are stock prices, right? So what you end up doing is you end up creating an account master. Okay, and the account master is this like, let's say the account holder, and then this is the stock. This is the shares. Okay, so let's, for example, Keith owns Microsoft of 100 shares, right? And then maybe Yura owns AT&T for like 1,000 shares, right? So this is the value, right, that comes out, but that's not useful. If you think about when you do mappers, you might want to actually get some kind of a value that's better. And there are two values that are actually good, and we can do this in SQL. We can do a join, and then we call it the star schema, or we could do it here in Excel. Basically, what you need to do is you need to do market cap, which is going to be that times the price of that thing from the security master, wherever it is, and then And then the other thing is you need to do the beta, and that's going to be your market cap times your beta. Okay, so this is very important. So you got this big number, which basically proxies for the risk of the position, and kind of the general design pattern is you just multiply things together in the mapper part, and then that's what you feed into your OLAP server, all these products, right? So the way OLAP works is it sums them together and then it divides it by the total, and that's how you get the percentages like this, right? So our idea is we want to see how much is our portfolio different from the S&P 500, right? So here, for example, we just did a portfolio based on the market cap, right? But what you really want to do is you really want to do the beta times the market cap, right? So what we do is we insert the column, we do a beta market cap, and we do a market cap times beta. This shows the risk of the position, right? Even though we have 15, let's say we were to just buy proportional to the S&P 500, even though we bought like 15 units of Agilent, the fact that Agilent has a 1.5 beta, that means that our real position is 23. And similarly, this Amerisource is not as risky, so we kind of adjust the market value of our position down. So if you go back to the table and do a refresh, you see our beta market cap appeared here. You can drag it here under the values, and then we want to make it into a sum. We want to see it as a percentage of total. Okay, let's see what went wrong here. Okay, we got somebody with an undefined beta. Okay, so let's call this 1. Okay, so now we see here that even though on the market cap, we'd have 16% in financials, right? On the risk basis, we actually have a much bigger share because the financial stocks are very volatile. So you might want to buy less of them. Now, before I go any further, I want to show you a little bit of the analysis server. Okay, so analysis server is a Microsoft product that comes when you install Microsoft SQL Server. It's kind of a separate product. So you have SQL Server Management Studio that does the SQL Server, and then this is the analysis server, and then this one is the import and export data that takes either your CSV file or your Excel sheet and dumps it into the SQL Server. If you've seen MySQL, you're gonna see that this one is a little bit more powerful. In order to learn it, the best way to learn it is to use this sample database that Microsoft created. It's called the AdventureWorks. It's a fake bicycle shop. While it's doing it, I can connect to the server. So here, if I type in localhost for the server name, it's going to connect to my local server. Okay, enable the file stream. This is good. While it's doing it, I can show you quickly how this thing works. You have some databases here. You can create a new database. So you have all these stocks in a bad format, and what you want is you want them to be You want them to be in the close. The way to do this in Excel is called the macro, and so the way you do this is you go and you record the macro. And you give it the name is copy stocks. Okay, and let's select the third stock here, the Apple stock. You copy it, use Ctrl C, you go here, you paste it here, you go back, copy the picker, and go back here, paste the picker, double click to fill it. Stop the recording. You go edit it. Okay. So you want to do this for 500 stocks.